Dope.
All right. Dude, so you saw fucking Jackass the other day?
Super
I haven't
funny.
seen it. I've heard it was fucking nuts,
Ooh.
dude.
More balls and dicks than I've ever seen in my life.
Wow. Yikes. Okay.
That's for that. Those guys.
And it's even
And
for
it was
Jackass.
enough.
Oh, my God.
I cringed a lot.
You cringed?
I cringed a lot.
Yikes.
Is it the best one? Very tough to say.
I remember when they first came out and they're just on MTV at midnight with shopping carts and shit running into.
Yeah.
And that's like how they
CKY.
started. Yeah. I also went to the theaters last night. Do you know what I saw?
Did you see the Batman?
I saw the Batman.
Fuck.
Ooh.
You saw it.
No spoilers. It's brand new. I ain't gonna fucking say anything. You know what I mean?
He dies.
You have to fucking see it.
Yeah. Fucking Lenny Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz.
Oh man.
Lenny Kravitz.
Wow.
Zoe Kravitz.
She did a fucking killer job.
Sing it for her.
I bet you are for her.
Not Zoe Kravitz for president, for me.
I don't think she's running.
Eh.
I don't think anybody wants to run.
No, I really want to see that movie.
I left like, you know, when you leave an action film and you're like,
You want to punch
kinda,
shit?
yeah, you're like jazz. Like
After Baby Driver,
I
drifted
didn't-
every corner.
I felt that way several times throughout it, but Baby Driver, felt that way
Every time.
several times, like in the movie. But when I left, I was like, And the longer I thought about it, like the better it kept getting.
Is it more detective shit than past?
Totally detective noir, but literally it's
Like Gotham?
I didn't
this
know it was
TV
like
show-ish?
I didn't know it was 3 hours long.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
That was like the big
So
thing.
I was
Like
just like-
everybody's like, oh shit.
I was just holding my piss,
It's a long Batman.
waiting for a break. There's no breaks. There's
Just
30
goes.
seconds of dull moment. It's time. It was very well paced.
I don't think it's gonna be bad at all. I don't see
No.
it. I don't see it. No, I don't see it.
Imagine 7 without the R rating meets Zodiac Killer meets Detective Comics.
Meet the Deedles. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
A lot of detective shit.
It was fun. It was fun.
That sounds cool.
Well done.
I like his car. I know that.
Oh, you're gonna fucking
Dude, that
love
car-
this. You have no. Seriously.
Is it going to
When that
replace
thing-
Vin Diesel's Charger?
When that thing fires up, Boner City. I'm telling you, right there.
I bet the sound sounds
Popcorn
fucking
was
good.
flying.
That's why I don't want to see it.
Why?
Because of crowd.
Yeah, the crowd was fucking annoying. Like,
Dude.
I was glad it was a packed
We don't
house.
need to clap every time Iron Man makes a funny.
I was glad it was a packed house. I'm glad people were comfortable getting together, hanging out. That was awesome.
See, that is cool.
It was also so busy.
Some
that,
crowds
like,
are cool.
It was
but-
so busy. I was in the front seats, which I hate. So I'm like
Oh,
crooked
man,
neck
like H
and
or
like
XD and
yeah,
shit.
it was intense, but totally worth it. Haven't been to a premiere in a long time. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I think Force Awakens was my last one, and I won't go again.
What I want to know is if our like killer fans want us to review movies outside the horror genre.
They better.
I mean,
I would like to do that.
because we're fans
I would love to do Corky Romano.
of. Okay, I was thinking. Let us know. Write to us. We have a Gmail on our website, kingskill.com. And also, if you're watching us on YouTube, leave a comment. Let us know. Do you want us to branch out a little bit? Because we talk about movies all the time. This is
Hit
just
us
what
up
we
on
do.
one of these. I'm gonna put the bottom part.
Ring.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a bottom part.
I just updated the website too. All of our links except for TikTok are up on the site. And also a little donate button is right there too if you want to help us keep going.
Hit that shit.
Should we
Tired of working.
hit that shit?
Tired of working.
Should we start the show? We should probably start the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? When I saw Jackass,
Yeah.
she was like, should we buy our tickets now and reserve our seats? I was like, I looked it up. This is the final showing. It is at 12:45 p.m. noon for Jackass. Batman's coming out tonight. We're not going to have any trouble.
I wasn't allowed to pre-order tickets. It said no, not doing it. It's because it's technically the premiere. So they
can't reserve on premieres.
It said no. It said no reserved tickets. I think they didn't want a bunch of like fanboys coming in cutting the line if there was like a line outside the block.
Okay, I get that then.
The last time there's a line
in like Force Awakens either.
Last time there's a line outside the block, it was for the remake of Nightmare.
Ew.
Remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, that was the most
Lines
people I've seen
around
online
the block.
disappointed.
Where are you,
No
Freddie?
one clapped.
We need you, Freddie.
But like when I bought the tickets, the person at the concession stand was like, "All right, you get to pick your seats," and she flipped open like
the screen,
thing.
yeah,
and she was like, "Anywhere because you're the only people." I was like, Jesus.
I love
Thanks.
that.
It was a surprise. I was like, didn't have to say it like that, but all right.
One time, it was just me and a date of mine in the theater. I forget what we were watching, but it was like the trailer started. You know, it's just us, and we looked at each other like, "Are we gonna have some fun?" And we're like, "Let's go." And then all of a sudden, like 30 fucking people walked in. We're like, "What are you doing?" And the whole theater's empty. Everyone wants to snuggle with us.
Oh,
like,
dude,
will you get off me,
dude? The previews. Do they have ads in the middle of them? Because in Jackass Forever, there was like 3 movie previews, and I was like, these previews are gonna suck because this movie's already been out forever. So I was like, everything's already out. Who cares about the previews? I wonder if I could ask them to skip it. 3 movies go in, like trailers, and then there's an ad for a fucking like not Viagra, but it's like a TV
a regular
ad,
commercial
and then
ad.
there's 3 more previews.
I had the
was like,
same thing. I had a regular ad. There was 35 minutes of trailers. What is going on? Including regular ads, the Cinemark ads, everything else.
When I saw Scream, I was like, the trailers are longer than the whole movie.
The last trailer was for the DCU for Batman.
Oh, okay.
But it starts with the Batman, so I was like, "Are you trailering yourself before the movie?"
They're remaking
Who
it already.
spliced it? Yeah.
Already a reboot. Not surprised.
I don't want to spoil anything, but you gotta watch it. Highly recommend. And I'm a Bat boy. I love this shit, but like, it is well worth it. All right, you good?
I'm good.
Let's start the show with the double thumbs up. All right, here we go. Calling all killers, this is the Kings of Kill podcast. My name is Zack.
I'm Steven.
And together we are the Kings of Kill, bringing to you the show dedicated to the love of all things horror. And this week we've got another not rated request.
Is it not?
From our killer fan, Steven. Please announce to the world what we're talking about today.
1922.
Right, correct. Yeah, you got
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. We're so excited. Hey, thank you for your request. If you would like to make a request your very own episode at kingsofkill.com, absolutely free. While you're there, do a little shopping, check the merch, and you can also donate to help us keep the show going. Kingsofkill.com. Check it out today. Request your episode. Now, let's share some scares and let's count some kills.
Share them.
Steven.
Which version did you watch?
Here's the thing.
There's like 1,000.
There are very many. Very, very many.
Which music video did you watch?
I watched a film that was... so there's no... I don't believe there's any original cuts of this movie because what happened was the director loved Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. He wanted to make this a live-action film directed by F.W. Murnau. He wanted to make this. He wanted to put it on the big screen. Bram Stoker passed away, so he asked his widow, whose only income was receipts from the novel.
Yeah.
The place is on it. Don't worry about that.
I heard that.
My house is creepy. Makes a lot of noises. I'm thinking we might need a
True.
little ghost hunt going on here.
That would be tight.
I mean, I don't know if I believe it. I'm saying it'd be a hell of a lot of fun. Do you remember that one night where I was
Cock
talking?
activity.
By cocky means K-O-K, Kings of Kill. We're not the best with acronyms, but yeah, cock activity, one word. It's all green and pixelated.
Fuck.
If you've seen One Night in Paris, now you've seen cock activity.
Ooh.
I remember we were talking one day. We were both watching like Ghost Adventures or something, and like I was like, "Dude, check this out." It was like one of those spirit boxes that sweep through the radio waves.
Yeah.
And you were like, I showed you a picture, and he's like, "I'm on eBay right now with this same
I
device."
was already looking up like ghost shit. I'm like, dude, I want to buy them so bad.
You're the best killer co-host of all time.
We know what we're doing.
No, we have no
Until we
idea.
get everything.
Yeah, until we're just terrified. So the director wanted to bring Bram Stoker's amazing tale of Dracula to life. He's already passed away. Bram Stoker worked his ass off. He was a theater manager, had a real tough boss, barely saw his wife when he wasn't working. He was constantly writing. Dracula was his really only big success, and kind of worked himself to death. You know, he was just exhausted, got sick, and that was the end. So his wife's...
My life.
Oh, poor guy. You guys donate, kingsofkill.com. Help this poor man out.
I need a different shirt. I've wore this like on the podcast 20 times.
Please donate. So
Hit one of these links.
They're just floating all over the
I'll
place.
add the links later. Posts. I got to remember that.
Oh, man.
There's going to be one of these times I'm going to say add the links, and it's going to make me look stupid.
Like
I'll forget.
Like every time I ask the editor over here, hey, could you add something? And he's just staring at the camera. No, I'm not
Totally
doing
forgot. Totally forgot.
No, you do. Your edits are getting hilarious, man. I love it.
Dope.
I love it when I love it when you find the perfect picture, and then you're like, this one, and it's the whole screen. You're like,
Yeah.
just
I have to blow it up
feast
to
your eyes.
make it look funnier. Things that are blown up, way funnier. That's
so
Michael Bay.
he tried. So he tried to get the director tried to get the rights to Dracula. His wife kind of gave him the cold shoulder, so he's like, "So what exactly are copyright laws?" He's like, "Well, you can't use like names, likeness, all that stuff." He's like, "So Count Dracula is now Count Orlof, and instead of a smooth, sexy, suave guy, we're gonna make him look evil as fuck."
See, last episode we talked about William Dafoe being in Maximum Overdrive, but
Yeah.
this is literally William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was starred in a movie, Shadow the Vampire, which is based on the making of this. That was a lot of fun.
And then didn't John Malkovich be...
John Malkovich was in that too, yeah.
Yeah. That's another Nosferatu.
I'm pretty sure Willem Dafoe was in that. Was he not?
Willem
Shadow
Dafoe?
the Vampire?
Probably.
Let's find out. Actually, help us out. Comment down below. Let us know what's going on.
I'm just going to edit it and post
Activity's
and say, yep,
great.
he's in it.
Or just call me an idiot. This is an arrow to this guy.
This guy, he's in it.
That was really fun. Great dark comedy. This was also remade in the 70s. That was fun. They changed some things, but they kind of stepped the original.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of The Witch, that director publicly said, I want my next film to be Nosferatu.
Yeah, it's a good thing, too, because, I don't know, Count Orlok's like a badass.
Oh, fantastic.
And Last Night in Soho Girl's going to be in it.
Oh, awesome.
And Taylor...
I love her.
Thomas,
Love her to death.
Taylor,
Yeah, nailed it.
Jonathan Taylor.
No,
Thomas,
not.
and
That's not. Nope.
whatever her name is.
Went too far. Went to Home Improvement right there.
If I could do the Tim Allen grunt, I would.
Oh, I was just thinking, like, should I
I
try?
almost wanted to try, but I was like, that was good enough.
I think I just burped.
That was good enough.
Speaking of copyright infringement, we're just getting sued now by Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
He doesn't care.
Anyways, they couldn't get the rights, so he changed as much things as he could. He changed the characters' names, changed the story a little bit, made the Count very predatory and sinister and evil.
Scary as hell.
Yeah, but it didn't work, and soon after,
It's just a
the
rom-com.
missus came after him and sued him and demanded that they burn all the copies.
Bullshit.
So how they got, I mean, this is Germany. They were like, yeah, what's the punishment? I don't know, set them on fire? Pretty German. I don't know.
Fucking A. So now there's just
So what they did,
thousands of
there's
copies.
no original print. There's only parts of the original print left. It could totally be in existence before. Remember, my old boss used to work in a movie theater a long time ago. Best job ever. He had a total collection, which is absolutely illegal, of rare prints.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway,
I believe it too. That guy,
so they burned a lot.
a lot of stuff.
R.I.P. Andy. Good man. Good man. They burned a lot of copies, but so they use a 20. What's left of the 22 copy from the 30s, and they restored them and blended them together with new filters and stuff. And they also there's no original music, so the older music you sound is just them guessing as close as they can because the music boxes just don't work anymore.
Dude, I have a version that has typo negative doing it. It just sounds like a long.
I saw that typo negative.
Super good.
Oh,
I love that copy because I watched the one that's
fun.
on Shudder for this.
I watched one
episode.
that's on AMC. It's probably really similar because I think they're owned by the same parent company.
Yeah, that just looks like Wizard of Oz a lot when it's changing colors.
Yeah, they use that like sepia
Yeah,
tinish.
and then there's like red, blue.
Yeah, I love that
I
they
think
use.
it depends on what character it is and maybe what setting. Because they used red a lot when like people were angry. Blue when everything was calm.
They use blue for night, purple for dusk. You know, red for like intense stuff. I think that's what they were trying to do.
Something. I was trying to guess.
Really good idea though. So let's talk about the characters. Max Schreck. Man, he's Orlof. That's Nosferatu. So Nosferatu,
Tall motherfucker.
There's no character in it called Nosferatu. Nosferatu means vampire, and it was used in Dracula. Max Schreck was tall. What they did is did you know he didn't have hand prosthetics in that? He just grew out his nails.
Are you kidding me?
They shortened his sleeves, and he stretched his arms as far as he could, and they always cast a long shadow.
The hell?
Max Schreck did that. Schreck,
guy.
the name Schreck like means like fear or something in German.
And a good movie.
Shrek means good movie.
Shrek means good movie.
That's why there's 3 Shreks.
Dude, there's fucking 4.
There's-
Get your Shrek's facts right.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I wonder if they would if the witch guy didn't do it, who they would recast.
I don't know if
Nowadays,
I trust anybody.
it would be like
you?
Tom Holland and
Stop.
fucking Pete Davidson would
Stop.
be Nosferatu. Maybe John Mulaney would be Count Orlof.
That sounds kind of great.
That
actually.
makes sense.
That sounds kind of great.
Tom Holland would be obviously the little boy.
Obviously
I don't
the little
know any characters'
Why
names
is Tom Holland
in
Uncharted?
everything.
Why is he Uncharted?
What's his name? Nathan Drake?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They made
I'm pretty sure that's too young.
They
for
made
that
a
character.
They made a fan film with an actor that looks just like him.
Yeah,
like
it was
a TV
the guy
actor.
from Firefly.
And why didn't they give that to him?
That
Like,
dude's
what happened?
amazing. And I don't know. Even Mark Wahlberg is in Uncharted, and he looks like he could play Nathan Drake.
He looks more like Nathan Drake than Sully. I like the Uncharted
Who the fuck
series.
is
They're a lot
Sully?
of fun. He's the
the
guy,
guy
that,
from Monsters Inc.
yeah. Yeah, so if you haven't played the Uncharted video games, it stars Sully and a child. That's it.
Makes sense. That's Monsters Inc.
Speaking of starring, Gustav von Wangenheim played. Shut up! I did my best. Played Hutter, which is our protagonist.
Yeah, that's Tom Holland
But
in the remake.
no, I refuse. This guy's out of his mind. This guy is on coke 100% of the time.
Yep.
He's so over the top. And I know he's going.
But back
over
then,
the
they
top.
all did that. They're like, "Oh my god, cheese!"
Well,
or
because-
whatever.
This is not a lie.
And zoom in on cheese, and then they'd be like, "Oh my god, sharp violin sounds."
Well, it's overacting. It's stage acting. It's on purpose
Yeah.
because that was it. But he is, I mean, over the top, nonstop.
This is like the guy that acted like in fucking Return of the Living Dead. And I was like, that guy's overacting.
It's like
he
that.
was like he was in a play the whole time.
It's like that if Jim Carrey was playing that character.
Dude,
Early Jim Carrey.
he should be Count Orlof, not Lemony Snicket's fucking unseries of
Not the
fucking
same thing.
events.
Not the same thing. I think that's Olaf.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Greta Schroeder. Wow, she did a great job. Yeah. I think she's the real hero of this because none of the guys.
Who gives a shit about
did
everybody
anything.
else's story?
So in Dracula, Van Helsing, the cowboy, and a doctor eventually hunted down and took out Dracula.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult. In this one, she
Van Helsing.
like sacrifices herself to distract him from the sun.
Yep.
And her blood's just so high C Hawaiian punch delicious. He's like, this is dope.
Dude. It's like poking a straw in a fucking Capri Sun. That's what he's doing. Suck that blood. I regret everything.
Sounds terrifying. But the special effects in this film, wow, they're absolutely stunning. When,
all the shots, too.
when the shadow comes up to grab her heart and she can't contain herself.
That was
when
wild.
Nosferatu is like using his powers
Camera
through
tricks,
the window.
man.
The stop motion, how he moves stuff with telekinesis. Man, I mean, really inventive stuff. They didn't have...
Back then,
It's
too.
amazing how good it looks to this day because they couldn't say, we'll do it in post with CGI. They're like, we got to figure this out.
Yep.
I loved it. So ingenious. I love it when filmmakers try to capture things in camera. And especially then, they didn't even know what they're doing. Film's only been around for what, 30 years, 40 years?
If that.
It was like,
Yeah.
what, 1890s? Something like that? 1880s
Yeah, they weren't even-
when it just started?
I don't even know when movies came out.
And that's not
to
even
be
film.
honest.
That's just capturing, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely astounding.
Because there's that Man on the Moon movie that's like 1908.
I think
Before the Titanic.
I think the first image ever captured was like that guy riding the horse, right? That 8-second clip.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's like 1887.
it's like the scene from Tim Burton's Batman when when Knox is hanging out with Vicky Vale, like touring the mansion, and Bruce walks in to like just stumble upon being awkward, trying to hit on Vicky Vale, and Alfred comes in. There's a big party, and he's like, "Sir, we're out of like fucking champagne or whatever." That's not what Alfred says verbatim, but something like that. Anyways, and he's like, "Oh, should we open up the case? 6, 6, 6?" And Knox is like, "Yeah, 6 is good. Yeah, 6 is good." That's what you just did. Yeah, fucking 6. What's a case? I don't know.
1887.
February. Pretty sure it's February.
Yeah.
It was astounding. I can't say enough good things. The camera tricks, the look of it. This was one of the first horror movies. Universal monsters weren't huge yet.
No one knew shit. Besides Bram Stoker, I guess. But
I mean, horror definitely existed, but on the screen, most things were set in realism. This tells you right away it's not real. Like right away, it tells you werewolves exist in this world. The werewolf they show. So what that is it's a cousin of a hyena, but to a German who's never been to Africa, they're like, "There's a wolf.
That's
Here's
a
the horse."
werewolf. That's a werewolf.
When they premiered this movie, it was really cool. So
Did they have movie premieres back then?
not really. Films weren't
roll out the red carpet.
It's
1922.
It's not what they were now. So instead,
Get your
they
stagecoaches.
rented out a zoo, had a costume party ball, had Shrek there to do a monologue to open the show.
Shrek is that old?
No. The actor.
Mike Myers
No,
is there.
that's not what happened.
Signing autographs.
Donkey was hanging out. It was great. Puss in Boots killed it.
Fuck. Oh my god.
No, so they had this big costume ball and they premiered it at the zoo and they partied till like 2 a.m. And that became a regular thing called the Nosferatu Festival. And later on, still to this day in Austin, Texas, once a year they have a Nosferatu Festival.
We're going to do that right after this.
Love to get an invite. Just saying. KingsofKale.com. What up, Texas?
It's wild because this is 100 years old.
Yes.
Like the opening shot, she's playing with a cat, and I was like, oh, shit. I'm sitting there like, they had cats back then.
This must have been an amazing
Mind
movie
blown.
for you.
Oh my god.
Cats existed?
I was like, damn, dude, she's got a
I
cat.
thought they were saber-toothed tigers.
She must be rich.
I loved it. This was such a treat. I was so impressed. Like how this still looks so creepy and so terrifying. Like you gotta relax. Like obviously,
It's a silent film.
the lead protagonist.
Read the words.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Speaking of words, God, dude,
That
there's
font.
some things that the font's
The
fine.
the Gothic font.
It's fine.
I'm glad it was up on
The
screen
thing-
for 8 minutes of cards.
I was gonna say the opening shot. I thought my computer froze, and like I turned off the TV, turned it back on. I was like,
It's
God
there.
damn, dude, this is happening. It's still there, and it's not even like the title or anything. It's like
It's-
the production company. I was like, and it's like one word. I'm like, dude, what is this frozen?
So they stop. So they treat it like a 5-act play, which is nothing wrong with it. It fits pretty
Just
well.
Tarantino.
They're fast. Yeah, they're fast.
They ripped
5
us
acts.
off Tarantino.
But what they're doing is they're adding dialogue. They don't really add too much dialogue because you can figure out most everything through actions. What they're doing
Honestly,
is
they did a good job.
they're
of that.
narrating.
If they didn't have any subtitles or cards or
They're-
anything, I would have got the whole movie.
they're narrating it basically with that story of the vampire. You know, the warning.
I think the only thing that would have been confusing is when Lemony Snicket was like looking at the fucking holographics or some fucking
the
weird
holographics.
yeah, the weird symbol on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell does that say?
It was so the producer of this film was obsessed with the occult. So who knows what those symbols actually are? In fact, the production
If you would have read
company-
those out loud, demons.
The production company is called Pana, which translates to basically like to uncanny. So I think they were into some weird shit, man.
That's a whole movie right there. Production company.
This was great though.
Summoning somebody. Blame it on the actors.
That's a good production company name.
whole movie.
Summoning somebody.
Somebody.
...
Fuck. I like it.
Another good production name. Fuck with the Y.
It's foreign.
This is great. This is fantastic. I love it. I love that it's still so creepy. It's still so terrifying.
You know what? I would cast Adrian Brody as Count Orlof. That nose, not fooling me.
Wow.
That's like the third or fourth Adrian Brody nose comment I think I've
Speaking of noses, Colin Farrell, unrecognizable in Batman.
I saw a picture of it. I was like, who the fuck
Even
is
his
that?
voice, unrecognizable. Seriously.
Yeah, I watched there's a new Hot Ones episode with him on it.
I haven't seen
I didn't
that yet.
watch it because I haven't seen Batman. If they do any spoilers, I'm chucking my own hot sauce
I
at the
avoided
TV.
everything. I didn't see any spoilers at all. I avoided everything like the plague. I tried to avoid trailers for the most part.
I tried to avoid trailers.
I saw some.
But
It
people
happened.
come over and I'm like, yeah, you want to throw this on? Check this out. Did I look hella cool? 'Cause
Is
I
that your
put on
come
cool
over
things.
voice?
Yeah, check this out. Check out a flick. Dude, so we were thinking you could rent the whole movie theater. It's funny that you saw Batman already because now you're not invited.
What?
We were thinking of renting the whole fucking thing out. It's only $250
For the whole show?
for the whole thing on a Saturday. On the weekend, it's $250 up to 30 people.
That
Like,
sounds
I
amazing.
paid $250 and then I can invite 30 people for a private showing.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
What?
I don't get it because I did the math and they're losing like $200 in tickets sales. I don't know.
They must be.
You can bring your own movie too. I could bring Shrek.
Why are we on Shrek? I mean, I'm glad.
Well, I was thinking
I'm
of-
glad you're moving on to a new film.
I
to
was
be
actually-
obsessed
well,
with for the next 8
I mean,
episodes.
I could do a whole Fast and Furious fucking franchise event. Everyone would love it. Donate.
no, not to that.
No, I was actually talking to one of our buddies and I was like, I'm gonna rent Mac and Me and see if I could play that.
Mac and Me. Oh man.
Rent it out. Tell everybody it's like the new Batman. Put on Mac and Me. Piss everybody off. They can all leave. I'll watch it by myself. Worth $200. It's $200 for non-new movies. Like just for anything. You can hook up your Xbox if you want. We can play fucking Mario Party if we wanted to. It's pretty tight. But yeah, renting the movie
like
theater.
a-
I don't know why we didn't do this shit earlier.
Do you know what I wish they did in the movie? That sounds like an awesome birthday, honestly. You
Yeah.
know what sounds great? I wish like at a baseball game, like vendors would like swing by the aisle, be like, "You want a beer?" I'm like, "Yes, I do."
Yeah,
I
but
would
they never
love-
do. You got to wave them down and be like, Mister, get me out of here.
If you rented out the place, Mister, there's 4 people. What are you talking about?
I'm not getting out of my seat. Yeah,
Oh,
just
man.
yell. Give me a beer.
Sounds fantastic.
That'd be dope. Yeah, I want to do that. Hold an event. Live podcast session.
It's just us interrupting the movie every 3 seconds.
We'll just do
You
commentary.
know, Joe Bob got big just going to drive-ins with a microphone, standing in front of the drive-in during intermission, talking
That's
about
what
some
we'll
cool
fucking do.
facts, and then doing another thing. I love that.
That would be super fun for
Yeah.
you to do because I can't talk in front of people.
Yes, you can.
All right, I'll do it.
And
Talk me into it.
Convinced.
Talk me into it.
Hey, what are you drinking there? That looks pretty tasty.
Some Hanson Hankerings coffee.
Wow, you are not going to be the spokesperson with that. We got a video sponsor. Big thanks to Hanson's Hankerings. If you're in Glen County, California area, and you want some gourmet coffee delivered, look at that pretty face. Delivered it. Hanson'sHankerings.com. But nationwide delivering ground or whole bean coffee. Fire roasted, fresh, farm to farm. Made to order, never stored. Hanson'sHankerings.com.
Damn, we got that down. That was tight. I could never repeat anything that you just said.
My fucking watch is vibrating. So I have this fucking smartwatch, right? I don't like smartwatches because they don't look very nice. Like,
You're
I like
fucking smart.
I like I like pretty watches, you know. But while I'm working, you know, I don't want to. I'm not gonna pull up my pocket like in front of a customer or anything. Like I just want to like, is this important? Okay, cool, we're fine.
Check the time. And
you know what I mean? Yeah, it looks fine. But I don't take it off, and then like all the time, my goddamn wrist is moving, and it's never
weird.
anything important.
I don't remember last time I wore a watch. I think
I
when
need to wear a watch.
Lost World came out, and you go to Burger King, and you get one of those fucking watches.
Do you remember the Rugrat watches?
I was gonna say
from Burger King.
It could have been actually the
Those
Rugrat
were
ones.
awesome, man.
The purple one or the blue one. I think I had. No, I think I had.
Chucky's was orange. I had that.
Yeah,
Chucky's
I had to trade
awesome
for that one because I didn't like Phil and Lil or Tommy's a bitch sometimes, but I think I like Chucky.
Tommy's awesome.
Yeah,
Chucky's
but he's the
my
ringleader.
favorite.
Nobody likes the ringleader. It's like saying
that's true. No one likes.
I was gonna say it's like
Cyclops.
saying Batman's the coolest character in Batman. It's Robin. Not Tim. No, it might be Tim Drake.
You almost made a whole show. You almost made a whole show about it.
Damn it. What are we on? 20 minutes?
I'm on a Batman high. You can't bring me down. You're not going to rain on my parade.
Whoever's Nightwing. Who's Nightwing?
Nightwing's pretty cool. It's grown up
Drake?
Robin.
I don't know.
It's the first Robin.
There's like 5 Robins.
It got
it's
heavy.
It's sad that I don't
I'm not
know
a fan,
their actual names.
I'm not a fan.
I'm a fan of Robin.
I'm not a fan of the Bat family. I prefer it when Batman was just solo.
Before like Batwoman and
yeah, I think
Batshit
the
crazy.
family. Yeah, the family got too much. I mean, some cool characters came. Batwoman's awesome. There's like 3 versions of Robin, I think.
There's like his son. There's Nightwing, and then there's Red Hood, which is Todd,
who became Red Hood. Yeah, it's a lot.
Who the fuck is Todd? I was gonna say Todd Packer, but that's just the asshole in Office.
That's not it. Todd Packer stars.
Todd Packer.
I just imagine like Nightwing meets Stifler. That would be the Todd Packer.
Jesus, yeah.
What's up, fuckers?
Damn, it sucks. I can't name that right now. But anyways, Nosferatu.
Is it James Todd? It's James Todd.
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd.
That's it.
Yeah, not into the Bat family. It gets too much. I just want Batman doing the brooding detective solo shit.
I think it makes for a good story because it obviously branches off to more, so there's more shit to talk about, but also breaks Batman when one of them get hurt. So you see more emotion out of Batman.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm by myself, fuck everyone.
Nothing like child trauma.
Yeah, it's great. Makes for a great story. So, never mind, I'm not even gonna fucking...
Is this another lost kid in Kmart? Is that what you, like last episode? It got dark fast.
What's your favorite Batman villain? I know we're talking about Nosferatu, but this is important.
I like how you like did the shake, like you're disgusted with.
Relax.
With our own
Hold
viewers.
On here.
It's
Nosferatu's a bat.
Honestly, I think the Joker is one of the greatest villains of all time.
Besides the Joker, that's playing a trump card. That's like fucking.
Well, I'm
everyone.
I'm
picks
not done.
Joker.
I'm just saying, like,
No,
but
you're
also
done?
because of Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill, like the Joker has become the staple for every villain. Like every villain is emulating the Joker.
Yeah.
It's so don't ruin a good thing. Keep it separate. Protect that character. The DC needs to do a better job protecting that character. I love Mr. Freeze's story.
I love his story.
I love Clayface's story.
That's a random one.
I love how Catwoman dances on the line. You know?
Will they, won't they?
His rogues gallery is awesome.
Fuck, I bet.
Two-Face, you know, once the hero.
Batman might have the best villains, to be honest.
It even goes supernatural. He has Man-Bat. He's got Killer Croc. You know.
Yeah.
Scarecrow. You could take that supernatural hella serious.
Favorite.
Oh, so creepy.
Fear, tight. Then probably Mr. Freeze. Because of story.
The spin-offs
Maybe
in the
Arnold.
Arkham series. You know.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. No, that shit was awesome. Kind of like Poison Ivy, but also like who cares?
Poison Ivy. No, Poison Ivy's cool.
Cool, but like, no.
The hot chick that can totally take you over whenever the fuck she wants.
Yeah, she could walk in and be like, dead, kill me. I'm done.
It's a good story. It's a 3-page
That's
comic.
exactly what happened. Like, oh shit, it's Poison Ivy. I'm gonna itch. Oh shit.
That is no. It's a bit more heavy than that.
Nope.
I think Batman has the best.
I want to wear
robes.
rubber lips.
Has the Chris O'Donnell
Rubber
with the,
lips.
with the peel off. What about the rest of your skin? You guys were tonguing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what the fuck? Doesn't she kiss his neck too?
Uma Thurman goes
Well, I guess
nuts.
it's not like saliva. Like
I can only
into his system.
imagine. I can only imagine Tarantino watching that scene, going like, "God damn you, Uma!
Where's the fucking feet, Uma?
Wiggle your big toe."
God, dude.
10 minutes. That's some patient filmmaking right there,
Dude.
He's got a style though. Like I'm in his
Yeah.
films. You know,
I like how he does the chapters.
it's cool.
That's fun.
He does a lot of throwbacks. He does like any film he thinks is cool. He's like, let's use this idea. I like it. You know.
Yeah. Like this movie does the chapters, and I like that. Or acts.
They treat it just like a play, and it works so well. The way it's
Super well.
narrated, yeah.
Yeah, super well.
I love that they made Nosferatu literally, he is the plague. He's the embodiment of death. With him, death follows. I
Yeah.
really like that.
Yeah.
And did you know that in Bram Stoker's Dracula, that sunlight doesn't actually kill him. It just makes him kind of weak, you know? He just feels better at night. This actually made the stigma that the sun is what offs vampires. Besides
Which is
stakes and
weird
all
because
that.
he fucking forgot about time all of a sudden.
What they were going
being
to do...
awake forever or
they didn't have,
alive.
They didn't have enough money. So what they were going to do is they were going to stake him
Kill him off.
and cut his head off.
Oh, shit.
They're German film. They're worried about two things, though. Would this go to the public well? Would it be allowed? And
Back then, probably
how
not.
expensive is it, you know, to actually do this on
Cut
camera?
a real person's head off.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the answer. If that's
Would have been crazy.
If that's the German answer to just
Axe somebody alive.
no, Shrek, you did good.
It's a play. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
It needs to happen.
Everything's fine.
No, like when he sees blood for the first time, when fucking Tom Holland, I don't know.
That'd be a fun movie.
What's his name? Hummer?
Hutter.
Hunt? Yeah. When he cuts himself at dinner because he's slicing bread.
Who slices?
And all of a sudden,
he slices bread like my mom cuts apples. Just so terrifying.
It was really weird. And
Yeah.
then fucking Count Chocula like looks at it and he's like, "Oh my god, a mountain of cocaine just rushed over me."
He's literally going,
He's, like,
I'm going to eat
freaking
your
out.
hand. And instead of like,
How do you
Hutter
not
going,
leave?
hey, please don't suckle my thumb, stranger I met 3 seconds ago.
Yeah, no, he's like, "I invite you, consent."
No,
Suck
instead
this.
he's like, I'm so terrified. Then, like over the top look. Like,
yeah, he's like, "Suck off my."
he does not say that. That's the title card.
Yeah, suck off my thumb.
In that gothic font. Suck off.
Oh my god. No, but I don't know. The doorway scene, everything shot is like Wes Craven-esque.
I think it's a little
It's
before.
like it's perfectly
It's
like
well done.
Oh my god, this is where Wes Craven got it.
Rick Baker said this is one of the films that inspired him to become an artist.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
No, there's so many iconic scenes too. Creeping up the stairs with the long ass fucking fingernails.
Every scene is tension. The tension never stops.
Yeah.
Every
True.
scene, there's something
Even when it's outside,
bad happening.
It's crazy because they're like when they first meet and he's like on his fucking carousel or like wagon.
Yeah.
It looks like
But
it's
he's all
bright.
hooded up.
It's so bright outside, but it's like it's almost midnight. You want to come in? And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like,
Well, of course they had to
It's
film
noon.
everything. They had to film everything in the summer
Yeah.
where there's good weather, and they had to film
You
everything
get away
in the
with it
day.
back
So
then.
they just had to use gels and lenses and
Yeah.
stuff to kind of make
that's
it
when
work.
it was like burnt yellow looking filter on the movie.
I think the original copy was pretty much mostly all strictly black and white. What it is there's a company that modernized it over time, and they use like 3 different cuts to do it, and they just added some filters to help brighten it up because of the damage in the film grain.
It looks good.
It looks great. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. all.
They use colors. They use bluishes for nights. They use like
and they
tans
stick
for
with
days.
that color until there's a cue card, and then it switches.
It's nice, yeah. It's
really,
well done.
I really like that.
It's well done. This set the tone. This really did. In fact, it's amazing. This came out before Boris Karloff became Dracula, because everyone thinks of that Widow's Peak, the sexy, the suave, the confidence, the accent. This came out before then. It just so happened
10 years after the Titanic sank.
It just so happened that right before Leo died on the Titanic, it's historical.
It's true.
My sister watched that movie like 85 times in theaters.
I am one-upping your sister because I've seen it more than whatever number you said.
You just add 1 to 85. That's all you have to do.
No, I actually saw it like once in theaters. And then all the dudes were like, dude, that movie's stupid. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's stupid. And then I go home and watch it like 100 times.
It's all right to like a love movie. You like whatever you want, man. But
dude, Legends of the Fall?
It drove me nuts. It wasn't for me. It bugged me.
I love that movie. It's so good. Titanic is good. Which I have a great horror news when we get to that.
Good rom-coms that I like. What Women Want and As Good as It Gets. I really like those.
Dude, What Woman Wants.
That's good.
I forgot about that.
That's
movie.
good, isn't it?
That's a pretty good Helen Hunt movie. Yeah,
it's good. Isn't it?
I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to revisit that. I remember watching that in theaters, and our buddy slapped the popcorn out of my hand, and then someone behind us got us in trouble. That's what I remember the most about What Women Want.
Yeah, you need to revisit that. You should remember.
I remember laughing my ass off, getting some knee slappers in there because old
Mel Gibson not yelling at his family on voicemail, but instead trying on pantyhose just to see how it is.
Now there's a What Men Want. I haven't checked that out.
Sounds probably terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those gender switch kind of movies. Like,
speaking of,
switch
how was
roles.
the remake of Freaky Friday with Vince Vaughn? I like Vince Vaughn.
You know what? That was actually fun, but it got too repetitive.
Because they made it, it's like a dark comedy. They made it kind of a horror twist, right?
Yeah, it's more of a dark comedy, for sure. There are some there's some pretty good kills in there. I will
Vaughn's
say.
on it. Vaughn was in this like indie film where he was incarcerated, kind of unjustly.
Oh, Fred Claus. I don't know.
No, Fred Claus.
Yeah.
What is that?
He's Santa's brother. You haven't seen that?
No.
Wow, film buff.
I saw Santa's Sleigh, which we reviewed. kingsofkill.com for our entire library.
Wait, incarcerated? Oh, he's in fucking Cell Block 99.
That's it, Cell Block 99.
Dude, that movie rules.
Yeah, it's so good. It's really good.
like how over the top, like
I'm a sucker for action movies, dude. I really am.
I mean, it's not over the top like explosions and shit over here, but it's like he beats up a fucking car.
Speaking of,
and then the end scene, no spoilers, but like
it's
how
heavy.
Fake you could see. Like,
I know, but I don't care. I'm down.
Yeah, I loved it. Like
I'll take bad practical over
and
useless
it's on purpose.
CGI.
Yeah, it's on purpose to show bad practical effects in this movie. That's what the guy was aiming for, which I didn't even question. I was like, that was awesome.
I knew
that head just exploded.
I'd rather be able to tell it's fake on camera, than tell it's fake in post with it all being shiny and glossy like a PS2 video game.
Didn't even question it. I was like, that was cool.
It was great.
That was cool.
You said over the top. Every time you say over the top, in my head, over the top, I just see Sly Stallone turn the hat backwards, ready to arm wrestle over the top. A trucker has to save his son by arm wrestling, starring Rambo himself.
Dude.
So dope.
It's just Rambo. I mean, it's just Rocky, but arm wrestling.
I don't care. I'm down.
$5 million budget less. I don't know. That movie rules.
Love it.
Best soundtrack, too.
I love action movies, man. I'm a sucker.
They're fun. This one's almost an action movie. Kind of, I guess.
It gets intense.
There's no Van Helsing.
No.
Who was Van Helsing?
They had to rewrite it.
Logan? I mean, Wolverine?
Hugh
Jackman. Let me try again. Take 3.
You just renamed the same thing. Batman? No. Bruce Wayne? No. No, he did a spinoff. I really thought they could have done really good with that movie series. It was just so cartoony, you know?
Van Helsing?
Yeah. They really could have made that dark and brooding.
It's on my watch list, and I keep skipping over it because I'm like,
not.
I don't want to Kate Beckinsale, Hugh Jackman. I'm like, it's got to be great.
It sounds amazing. I know, it sounds amazing.
I watched the trailer last week, and I was like, there's no way in hell I'm revisiting it. So I'm going to revisit it over this weekend.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I just know that CGI does not hold up. Even in the trailer, you can tell.
It didn't hold up when it started. Yeah.
No, it didn't. No. That's like early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah. Where they actually had the CGI technology to do something.
Yeah, when Queen of the Damned came out and Underworld, and then you got Van Helsing, which I think everybody saw Van Helsing.
I love for like 5 years, everyone's like, no, my movie's more badass. No, my movie's more badass.
Every 5 years, there's like 3 movies that come out at the same time. Definitely 2.
It's like
Volcano and
everyone
Dante's
was
Peak.
like, yeah,
I forget what they call it. It's like twin movies or something.
So, yeah, it's like everyone's trying to James Wan each other. Like, the darkest chapter. Just over and over and over again.
Deep Blue Sea, Lake Placid came out.
Yeah, you're totally right.
It was like Crocs versus Sharks.
Everyone was
like,
twinning.
Oh, shit.
Everybody was twinning. I like it. Something was hot, and someone's like, "Oh, I could do it better." Yeah, I like it.
Someone has a bigger budget, and then someone doesn't. Like Dante's Peak probably didn't have the bigger budget than Volcano because Volcano goes batshit crazy on that city, but Dante's Peak is so much better, in my opinion.
Every time I see a car with a snorkel on it, I'm like, dude, Dante's Peak, he's ready.
You gotta get the hell out of here.
Pierce Brosnan, man, something about him just speaks to me. Like I grew up with him as my Bond, you know?
Yeah.
Like he was like, I love Sean Connery. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Craig did the best he could with a really serious role.
Yeah.
But to me, Pierce
Brosnan.
He was...
The Games came out with him in it, and then he made 3 of them, which I don't know what to say about.
Suave and sexy and slick and all these gadgets, man.
Yeah. And he was definitely like
drove
one
a
of the
tank
more
downtown.
Yeah, he was definitely the more like
pretty boy.
Like more suave.
He was more slick than strong.
I think so. Yeah.
There is this scene where
because I don't see Daniel Craig being like, I can get her.
Who plays Jean Grey? What's her name?
Oh, I don't know.
What is it? Yes, you do.
I do, but I don't know right now. I'll play it safe and say that. It's something weird.
I want to say like
it's like 3 names.
Here we go. Famke Jensen.
Yeah, that's the one.
She plays a villain. Was it GoldenEye or something? One of them.
Yeah, she plays not Katana, but it's
she plays Katana from Mortal Kombat.
She plays the Russian. It starts with like an X.
Anyway,
she's in the jungle level.
It's pretty X-rated, man. So she's in the sauna. Yeah. They're in the sauna together wearing nothing but towels, and she's like, "I'm gonna break your ribs by wrapping my thighs around you. Kill me now, take me."
Yeah, who's complaining about dying right there? The old man that gets squeezed to death? Oh, bummer, old man. Sorry, you can't trade places with me.
It's so funny. Dante's Peak, I just got this correlation in my head where Dante's Peak, when the grandma sacrifices herself to push the kids through the lava on the boat.
Dumbest move.
And then it's the same.
Makes sense, but it's
all I
dumb.
can think of now in correlation is the Terminator going down with the thumbs up. Like,
he should have done that. No, they drag Granny out of the fucking water and let her. They just leave her. They're like, "We're not taking your body with us. So the animals or the lava is gonna take you." Sorry. Stupid.
She comes back like Joker, just all scarred, just laughing like
you
a hyena.
left me.
I love this movie. Yeah, great remake in the '70s. Great dark comedy that came out in the Shadows, Vampire of the Shadows, Shadow the Vampire. Real fun. I can't get it. I can't wait for a remake. I hope The Witch takes it over. I trust
he's gonna
his
do
vision.
it.
I really trust his vision.
Yeah, a lot of people take after this movie too. It's a huge inspiration.
Speaking of the vision of this Batman, I hope everyone's willing to keep going because there's a lot more story to tell.
Oh, for sure. Robert Pattinson was like, I need Mr. Freeze in the next one. And so did Matt
Reeves.
Did
a great job.
Going.
Has he made a bad film? Honestly.
Matt Reeves?
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's made.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Let's dive into this right now.
I don't know. What's it going to be? Like Turbulence?
Why is it your go-to?
Romeo and Michelle's
Your
high school
go-to.
reunion.
Just see the Batman, War of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Cloverfield, Let Me In, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this guy. Cool guy.
Pretty.
They just announced another Planet of the Apes. It's not even a reboot this time. I thought they were only doing 3. Like Dawn.
I've had enough of Planet of the Apes.
Present,
I thought
future,
Dawn of the
I don't
Planet of the Apes. I thought the new remake was good, and then there's 3 more. I'm like,
I think they just got better as it went.
Really? I was kind of over it.
Because, it's definitely just repetitive. But just the look and everything, you see how advanced they get. Like the first Dawn was like weird. James Franco was in it. Boring.
Oh, forget James Franco. Jesus.
Like it just, the CGI was decent. But like then you watch the third one, you're like, shit, this looks real as hell. Andy Serkis playing a good monkey.
You do forget. Yeah, he did a great job. Played
Everything
Alfred,
he
played
does.
Alfred in Batman. Did actually
Did
great,
he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Did a really good job. What the cool thing about, I think maybe the third one, like I kind of forgot I'm looking at computer graphics for a second.
No,
I'm
it's
like,
super good.
what's happening?
Woody Harrelson's in it. Yeah.
Speaking of computer graphics and animals, Dr. Grant's coming back for Jurassic Park.
Yes.
What's going on?
All 3 of them.
Wow.
So here's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm already calling it out live on this recording. Live in this room, in front of these lights. So it's the requel era.
Stop.
Scream,
Ever since Scream came out, you've been saying that
I
every
have
day.
to.
God.
I play by the rules of Scream in my life now. So
Instead of a Bible, there's just a book with Ghostface on it that you resort to.
I swear on requels. So Dr. Grant, Jeff Goldblum, don't even fucking Malcolm.
Goldblum's going to come back to it?
Goldblum's back. Sadler's coming back. All 3 of them.
Adam Sandler's
coming back.
That's good.
Rob Schneider's playing a dinosaur.
Did you know? You can do it!
Bites his head off.
Did you know when Schindler's List was being filmed, Spielberg called up Adam Sandler because he made a funny skit on SNL, and he said, "Hey, this is really sad, man. I'm having a rough time. Thanks for brightening my day." And Adam was like, "I'm saving this message for the rest. Do you want to work together?" He's like, "No, I don't want to do that. I just want to say, good job."
Sandler's List.
Wow.
But yeah, so all 3 of the main characters of Jurassic Park are coming back with the mix of Jurassic Worlds, Chris Pratt, Ron Howard daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard. So it's a mix of worlds.
I could do without World. World didn't work for me.
Boring as shit. Don't like them.
How come everyone's stuck in hamster wheels? What's going on here?
It's true.
Why are you inventing giant predators for fun?
Dude,
why are you doing that?
they always do it. Every time.
Dinosaurs are wicked
No one
cool.
learns that everything's a bad idea. I don't know. Anyways, the 3 main characters coming back. So I'm calling it this because this is the final quotes movie in the franchise. Like
The Darkest Chapter.
the darkest chapter in this 6th movie in this whole franchise.
Wow.
This is 6. It's the final story for these characters.
Okay.
That's what they're saying.
Until Tom Holland stars in the 7th one.
Yeah. So it's requel era. They all do it. One of the original cast members are fucking dying.
I better not be Grant. I swear to God.
I don't know. I could see Jeff Goldblum sacrificing. Sadly,
I
would
can
be
see
too
that.
sad.
It'd be bummed, but I'd be okay with it.
Yes,
Because he was always a side character.
yes, but it's
And he
Jurassic
almost
Park,
died.
and they're ruining
He almost
the,
died in the first one too. When he's
Oh,
all
for sure.
post sexy.
Yeah,
like,
he was supposed to
like,
die.
yeah.
Pretty sure, but and one of them are dying, or Chris Pratt is going to sacrifice himself so they can all live.
Okay. Bye, Andy. I love Chris Pratt. I think he's a really sweet guy. I think he's like a good person, but I don't believe.
I don't care about his character.
I don't believe that he's the crocodile hunter of the Raptors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why does he tame? Yeah. There's a theory. Speaking of Nosferatu, there's a theory about Jurassic Park. You know the kid at the beginning of Jurassic Park 1 where he's like, "That's not so scary."
Oh, and Grant terrifies him with the claw?
There's a fan theory. That kid grew up to be Chris Pratt and loved raptors so much.
That would be so
Isn't
fun.
that actually makes sense?
If they put that in
makes
there,
sense.
I would be okay with that.
That makes sense.
I love little Easter eggs
I was
like
talking
that.
to our buds, and we were talking about like what happened to that kid. It It'd be cool if they brought him back. I was like,
that was a great
dude,
intro.
they would bring
that was a great
that
intro.
kid, that character.
What's
back.
the name of the doctor who just created everything?
Asshole? I don't know.
Anyways, is he coming back or no? Is he
He's
still
in
alive?
World.
Huh?
He's in World.
He is, huh?
Yeah.
I really
He's
like.
well, we
I
mixed
love his
DNA,
character.
and they're like,
so
idiot.
He's so charming. I really like his
Yeah,
character.
he's like the best.
I
Villain.
hope they bring Sam Jackson back.
He died.
I don't care. Resurrect him. They have the technology.
Actually, we don't know if he died. His arm just got
his
bitten off.
arm, yeah, because
He could have lived.
Yeah, that's such a good moment when she peels
she's
it
like,
off.
oh, Dr. Parkinson or whatever his name is.
Dr. Parkinson,
Definitely not that.
Dr. Atkins,
Dr. Atkins. Hold on to your butts. Fucking A.
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Are they gonna bring Newman back? He's just blind now.
He could have lived too, actually. Actually, everybody probably lived.
The first Jurassic Park, it still looks awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun.
I like to... Ooh, what if they bring Jeff Goldblum's daughter back? I could see them doing that.
Maybe. I didn't
Bring
care
them all
about her.
back. It's a requel.
It's just an 8-hour movie.
Family. Nope.
You couldn't resist, could you?
That came out.
Is the fucking
I have
picture?
Tourette's.
Is the picture?
Fast and Furious
You have
Tourette's.
Dom Tourette's?
Yeah, Dom Toretto.
Is you gonna put the fucking picture up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just everyone at the goddamn Fast and Furious
if they
picnic
make
table.
Fast 10, they should call it Fast 10 Your Seatbelts. Yep. I'm calling it right now.
You've redeemed the womp. You've officially
Fast 10 Your
redeemed
Seatbelts.
the womps. Wow.
Good name. They should just talk to me, but they don't return my calls.
I mean, that is the only ad campaign you need. Just every character saying it.
Fucking A.
Remember the ad campaign of The Nun, how terrifying it was? It was just that jump scare. And then the
whole
movie
trailer.
came up and you're like, oh, that's all it's got.
Dude,
huh?
that movie is so boring.
I was so excited for it.
It's like watching the trailer for The Unholy. You're like, I'm
Same
into this. And then
thing.
you watch, you're like, it's an unholy piece of
Same.
shit.
That's exactly what it is. You give a live rating to every single film we do. What do you say about Nosferatu?
Honestly, it's a beautiful movie.
It is. It's stunning.
The score on all 1,000 of the versions
They're all
are great.
Cool. Pick one.
Yeah. The one on Shudder is the one I watched.
I love Shudder.
Seems like it would be like the closest one to the original. I don't know. Nosferatu, super scary looking character. He's on an episode of SpongeBob. If you have seen that,
He's
episode.
on. Isn't he? An Are You Afraid of the Dark? They covered him too.
Dude, this guy's
They
been
did.
around forever.
Well, he inspired.
Yeah.
He inspired so much of the lore.
Yeah. He probably inspired, what's his name, to create Green Goblin. Almost looks like the face. What's his name?
You and Willem Dafoe.
Dude, Dafoe. But I'm going to give it, it's definitely my favorite vampire film.
It's great. Terrifying.
I'm going to give it 5 Twilight films that should have been this good, but it wasn't out of 5.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5, Cock Off fame, Cough Off.
To the cock off.
To the Cock Off.
Perfect score.
With a side of glittering vampires that weren't used in this film.
Had to do it. He had to do it.
But yeah, 5 out of 5.
The glittering
it's a-
vampire is busy kicking ass in the Batman.
It's turned into sweat. Fucking, I don't know. But it's a masterpiece. Don't skip out on it.
Gotcha.
Who cares if you have to read? You had to read when you watch Squid Games anyways. Everybody's seeing it. Everybody knows what I'm talking
That's
about.
actually not a bad point.
Yeah.
That did sweep the world.
Everyone watched it.
No, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. We got horror news.
Ooh,
You were
boy.
teasing me with it earlier.
I got 2 horror newses because I couldn't decide which one.
Newses.
I got two newses.
You just say, we got 2 newsies.
So, the first one, speaking of Titanic, Titanic 666 is on the way.
What? Hold on.
Yeah. Titanic 666. So,
I think Titanic is cursed enough. I don't know if we need to make it.
this one makes sense.
Is it a total spoof? Like, what's going on?
No, this one's real. Like, not a large, it's probably like one of those sci-fi movies. So, it's going to be great.
Okay. Direct to streaming.
So, this is going to be Titanic 3 going doing the same route as Titanic, it also sinks in the same spot, and there's creatures below.
Okay.
It's a mystery.
A little Lovecraftian
We'll find
thing going
out
on.
when it happens.
There is. I think maybe it's called Poseidon, but I don't know what it's called, but it's like.
Poseidon's when the ship just turns over because of a big wave. That's the whole movie.
But it's starring.
We're drowning in here.
It's starring like Zane and like Kurt
Billy
Russell.
Zane?
Yeah.
Kurt Russell.
Or no, Billy Zane was in Titanic.
Yeah, he's in Titanic.
But
sure.
there is
He's
the
villain
you're right.
with the hair.
I'm getting all.
He has hair in that movie.
Wow.
He doesn't have hair in other movies.
Speaking of
He
not.
doesn't have hair in The Phantom.
Oh my God, that movie's atrocious.
If atrocious means good, then yes.
No, don't look to them. They can't help you. No. What else you got?
So Leprechaun did it. Jason did it. It's time for Enemyville Whore to do it. Enemy Whore
In the hood, in space.
in space.
Oh no!
Real movie. This is real life.
Wow.
Look up the picture of the poster.
No. Can you?
I'm gonna put it right here.
Oh God. If you could just
There it
magically
is.
blend
You
it
guys are
from-
good.
Blender
Jesus.
Nosferatu's taking over.
I did not watch this trailer. I didn't want to get spoiled.
All right. It's funny you say Amiel Horror in Space. Ridley Scott said that a big impression to make Aliens was he wanted the feeling of Nosferatu in space.
Makes sense.
Did a pretty good job.
Really good job because that build up and everything. Oh, I totally see it now.
It's one of
that
the
totally
best.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's funny. Nosferatu and Aliens. Those are Hall of Famers right there. You can't make it better than that.
So yeah, this next in the franchise is in space. Very low budget. I mean, it's by the director that did Jurassic Shark 2. So
Excited.
Aquapocalypse is what it's called.
Wow.
It's going to be great. Very low budget. Didn't want to spoil myself with the trailer, but yeah, I can't wait.
Didn't want to trick yourself too much.
I didn't want to, yeah.
I already had cake today. I don't want to.
The house, I guess, is Exorcist. Like, they put an Exorcist on the house. They perform one. And then I guess it just shows up in
I
space.
thought you were going to say the house is from The Exorcist and there's just a rocket ship on the back. Like Batman's rocket for his car is just on the back of the house and it's just jutting through space.
Yeah, I don't know what this is going to be like, but...
John Candy's dressed as a dog rooting with Spaceballs.
Dude. Speaking of John Candy,
Yeah.
read today, it's the 4th that we're recording this. John Candy 28 years ago.
No.
He died 28 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
R.I.P., man. I love John Candy. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Wow.
Yeah.
So good. His cameo in Home Alone. Oh, man.
So good. The Polka people.
So good. John Candy. What
Yeah,
a
so
legend.
I had great horror news this week.
I love it. I like it, man.
Titanic
I appreciate you
666,
doing your work.
Enemyville
I
Horror
appreciate
in
you.
space.
We like it. We like it. Hey, we got a little trivia. Let's see what we got today. Bum, bum, bum. Who wrote the novella The Hellbound Heart, which inspired the movie Hellraiser?
Fuck. Oh, Clyde Barker.
Clyde Barker has to be.
Jesus.
Yes.
If
Clyde
I didn't
Barker.
get that one,
What did we fuck up on Poltergeist?
we fucked up on...
We're like
I
naming
almost just messed up her name, said Clarice.
Clarice. Dolores Claiborne.
My mouth just seemed like I had a bunch of mashed potatoes in my fucking mouth. I said Cindy. You said Lopper. No,
I named
you
like
said,
Mary Beth, and she's like a goosebump. She's
Yeah.
like the mask
Yeah.
character. Yeah, the haunted mask.
yeah. No, we totally messed up that, and we didn't get. I don't think we got any of them.
We got the
Actually.
first one. It was like a Jason thing. It was easy.
Camp Crystal Lake
Yeah.
was the name. Yeah, I think I messed it up at first too, but this one was.
We
easy.
also record these like after we've already worked and it's late. And
I don't want trivia.
but it's fun. You guys can answer too. Comment below everything we got wrong. Call us idiots. It's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
and
if,
visit
hey,
these sites.
if we make a mistake, we want you to educate us. We appreciate it. We're just horror fans. We want to know.
Yeah, we're not geniuses.
Clearly.
Clearly. What do we got next week,
Next week,
buddy?
we've got a special
What's the special?
for St. Patty's Day.
Oh yeah, Shit.
You were talking about all these franchises.
Car bombs.
We're Irish car bombs, delicious. I love them.
We gotta have one live on set.
I am totally down. This is going to be a train wreck of an episode already. Join us. We'll all do Irish car bombs together. Next week for St. Patty's, we are doing The Leprechaun.
In space, probably.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're
Jennifer Aniston in The Leprechaun.
Join us next week. New episodes out every single Thursday. Tune in. Don't forget to visit kingsofkill.com. Help support the show. Check out some merch.
These links.
Check out some merch. Rent some movies. And donate to keep us going. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Zach.
Hey, I'm not going to do a stupid voice this time. My name is Steven.
Wow, it's the first time you weren't like, oh, let's get sexy for the end.
Hey, my name is Steven. Oh, wow. I can't even fake us.
And together, we are the Kings of Kill. Hey, we did it! It's a miracle! I'll see you on St. Patty's. Bye, everybody. Fucking edit.
Oh, my God. I got to remember to edit that.
I can't wait till there's nothing there.
I'm going to forget.